Fergie out. Get him out of my club. Sack him. He's out of his depth. We'll never progress with him as the manager. Alex Ferguson has got to go. It sounds absurd to hear these words next to the name of legendary Sir Alex Ferguson. But believe it or not, these were the words of Manchester United fans between 1986 and 1992. Newspaper articles were published saying Man United need to move on, and they were better during the days of Ron Atkinson. During the first 6 years of Sir Alex Ferguson's tenure with the Red Devils, the club finished 11th, 2nd, 11th, 13th, 6th, and then 2nd. Before joining Manchester United, Sir Alex had already built a formidable reputation as a manager. At Aberdeen 1978 to 1986, he disrupted the dominance of Celtic and Rangers, winning 3 Scottish League titles, 4 Scottish Cups, a League Cup, and most notably, the European Cup Winners' Cup in 1983 by defeating Real Madrid. His success stemmed from tactical discipline, strict training, and youth development. This made him a natural choice for Manchester United, who, by November 1986, were in decline and desperate for a revival. Ferguson immediately identified United's deep-rooted problems: a lack of discipline, poor fitness, and an outdated structure. The club had struggled to build a cohesive team since Sir Matt Busby's retirement, and a drinking culture had hindered player professionalism. Ferguson sought to restore discipline, overhaul youth development, and instill a winning mentality. Taking over with United just above the relegation zone, he implemented strict training regimes and restructured scouting. His debut match, a 2-0 loss to Oxford United, but despite struggles, he eventually stabilized the club, steering them to an 11th place finish by the season's end. After steering Manchester United clear of relegation in 1986-87, Sir Alex Ferguson entered the 1987-88 season, determined to close the gap on dominant Liverpool. He knew success required quality signings, tactical improvements, and a cultural shift towards professionalism and discipline. Ferguson strengthened the squad with key acquisitions, including striker Brian McClair from Celtic, who scored 24 league goals and was one of the top scorers in the First Division. He also signed experienced right-back Viv Anderson and defender Steve Bruce, both of whom added stability and leadership to the team. These additions significantly improved United's competitiveness. While domestic cup success eluded them, exiting the FA Cup in the 5th round to Arsenal and the League Cup in the 5th round to Oxford United, the club made strides in the league, finishing 2nd with 81 points, just 9 behind Liverpool. Ferguson was encouraged by the progress but recognized the need for further reinforcement to challenge for titles. Although no major controversies arose, Ferguson's commitment to discipline and professionalism continued shaping the club's identity. Despite the lack of silverware, the season laid the foundation for United's eventual resurgence under his leadership. The 1988-89 season was a frustrating setback for Sir Alex Ferguson and Manchester United. As progress from the previous year stalled, Ferguson aimed to strengthen the squad with key signings, including goalkeeper Jim Leighton from Aberdeen and the return of Mark Hughes following a loan spell at Barcelona and Bayern Munich. However, despite these reinforcements, there was just no immediate impact. Off the pitch, controversy erupted over a proposed Sky Sports takeover, sparking fan protests against the commercialization of the club. This distraction, coupled with injuries and defensive struggles, disrupted the team's form. United's European campaign, along with other English clubs, was on a hold as they were all banned temporarily. Domestically, they fell short in cup competitions, exiting the FA Cup in the quarterfinals to Nottingham Forest and the League Cup in the 3rd round to Wimbledon. A disappointing 11th place league finish saw growing fan unrest, with calls for Ferguson's resignation. Despite the pressure, he remained committed to his long-term vision, determined to rebuild and instill a winning culture. The season was a humbling experience, but one that strengthened his resolve to turn United into a dominant force. The 1989-90 season was the most intense season Sir Alex Ferguson had ever faced, as he faced immense pressure for 0 silverware secured. He was determined to strengthen the squad. He made key signings including Neil Webb, Paul Ince, Gary Pallister, and Mike Phelan. While Pallister became a defensive mainstay, injuries and inconsistent performances meant that the team struggled despite the investment. Off the pitch, ownership uncertainty loomed with Michael Knighton's failed takeover bid, adding to the instability. On the pitch, United's season hit a new low with a humiliating 5-1 defeat to rivals Manchester City in September, triggering widespread criticism and calls for Ferguson's dismissal. By December, with United languishing near the bottom of the table, his future was in serious doubt. The FA Cup became Ferguson's lifeline, a crucial third-round win over Nottingham Forest, thanks to Mark Robins' goal, kick-started a resilient cup run. United edged past Oldham in a semi-final replay before facing Crystal Palace in a thrilling FA Cup final. After a 3-3 draw in the first match, Lee Martin's goal in the replay secured a 1-0 victory, earning Ferguson his first silverware and ultimately saving his job. Despite finishing 13th in the league, Ferguson saw the FA Cup win as a crucial step in building a winning mentality. While fans remained cautious, the triumph laid the foundation for United's future dominance under Ferguson's leadership. The 1990-91 season was pivotal for Sir Alex Ferguson as he aimed to build on Manchester United's FA Cup success. He strengthened the squad with the signing of winger Andrei Kanchelskis, who added pace and creativity. The highlight of the season was United's triumph in the European Cup Winners' Cup. After overcoming teams like PSV Munkas, Wrexham, and Legia Warsaw, they faced Barcelona in the final on May 15, 1991. Mark Hughes scored twice in a disciplined 2-1 victory, earning Ferguson his first ever European trophy with United. Although domestically United still struggled, they were eliminated from the FA Cup in the 5th round by Norwich City and finished 6th in the league, an improvement from 13th place the previous season, but still below Ferguson's title ambitions. Despite inconsistent league form, Ferguson saw the season as progress. The European victory restored United's reputation and provided a platform for future success, giving fans renewed optimism that the club was on the rise. The 1991-92 season was crucial for Sir Alex Ferguson, as he aimed to end Manchester United's 25-year league title drought. Boosted by their European Cup Winners' Cup triumph, Ferguson strengthened the squad. He signed goalkeeper Peter Schmeichel and right-back Paul Parker. Schmeichel's presence and leadership greatly improved United's defense along with Parker. United went on to win the European Super Cup, beating Red Star Belgrade 1-0 with a goal from Brian McClare. Though not a major priority, it was a symbolic victory that showcased the club's progress. In domestic cups, United claimed their first League Cup, defeating Nottingham Forest 1-0 in the final. However, they suffered a disappointing FA Cup 4th-round exit to Southampton. In the league, United led the table for much of the season but faltered late due to injuries and a lack of goals, allowing Leeds Union to claim the title by just 4 points. Despite the setback, Ferguson saw progress, with cup successes and a second-place finish indicating that the team was close to breaking through. Though fans were frustrated, Ferguson remained determined, believing the lessons learned would soon lead to league glory. During this turbulent period, despite constant criticism from the footballing world, Ferguson, the fans, and club hierarchy showed trust in the process, and soon they were about to reap the fruits of their labor. More on that in the next episode. If you're enjoying this series, let us know in the comments and make sure to like and subscribe. And if you want to go a step further in supporting this channel, then check out our Patreon, link for which will be in the description below. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.